You should never stay at a job longer than 2 years. Because a job will pay you to forget your dreams.
Hey yo, KJ, man, that shit again. Hey yo, KJ, man, that shit again.
All right, peace and blessings, family. We got another exciting video today. We're doing an interview of one of the co-founders of Rockstone University. This brother right here has been a big inspiration to me. Not only has he been a big inspiration to me, he has given me a lot of advice on my journey with entrepreneurship and things of that nature. This man is an entrepreneur. He's a real estate owner. He has different trades and things of that nature. He's actually big in the community with teaching brothers and sisters how to do different type of trades and things of that nature. So without further ado, I want to bring on my beloved brother, Shannon Ruffin.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be on your platform, man. Much success to this platform too.
So how's it going, man?
Hey, I can't complain, man. We take it day by day.
Yeah, like I said, man, I was just one of the people that get to know who you are and what kind of motivated you to get into the space that you in today.
Okay, yeah. Shannon Ruffin, coming out of Avondale, A1 since day one, I was doing the same thing everybody else was doing in Avondale for a brief moment in time. It just got to a point where, my mindset changed. So when it switched over, I started moving a little bit different. So now I first got into the real estate, buying up properties, fixing them, more so my own, and then using Facebook and social media outlets just to show people what I was doing, and it kind of snowballed into me doing other work for other people. So that's where Rockstone Properties came from, and a lot of people know me from that. Uh, so yeah, and then after that, it was just Rockstone everything. So Rockstone University, I think I had that on my mind for a long time. It just never came into fruition for a while because I just didn't execute the plan. It was just a thought. And then, man, one day I just said, hey, I'm teaching classes. And when
Oh
I
man,
did that, yeah.
that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So when it comes to the trade you in, which trade did you first start off in?
I started off as a man when I went when I was 16, 17 years old. I got kicked out of school, and my mom sent me up to Job Corps, Dayton Job Corps, and I got a painting trade, and I got a electronic trade, and then that's where it started at. Then when I got back home, after a few years later, I went to school to be an electrician. So it stems off from them.
So electrician work. That's what's up. So from the electrician, how long did it take you to actually start your entrepreneurial journey in being an electrician?
And it was years because I was still working for somebody. And then after I quit that job, I went into building maintenance, and that's really where I kind of combed out my skills. Because in building maintenance, I was working at a nursing home, and they allowed me to make mistakes and fix them. So yeah, it took years.
So how long would you say that somebody that if they was getting into the trade, how long would it take them usually to actually want to start their own or go out on their own and try to, do their own thing?
It's the individual. Uh, your mindset got to be there. You got to want to have it. I already knew I already had it. I quit every job I had. Um, I had problem with authority, so I ain't like people to tell me what to do. So yeah, you gotta want it, man. It's up to the individuals.
Right, right. So do you feel that with the generation that's coming in today, do you think that the trades is the best opportunity for them to build wealth in today's time?
Definitely, definitely, man. The trades is where it's at. It's a lack of tradesmen right now. When the tech crave came, everybody jumped into the tech world, and no one went into the trade world, and it just left it out there. And I tell anybody from young to old, you can make a whole lot of money in the trades. It's wide open for everybody right now.
Right, right. So where would you tell a person that, say for instance they were an older person, say maybe in a mid 30s, maybe 40 years old, and they don't know where to begin in the trades because you know it's so many different ones. How do you feel that they should go about figuring out what's best for them to get into the space?
I see. Get on somebody crew. There's so many people out here who running crews that'll let you on. Uh, and then you start kind of like figuring it out as you doing everything. You're gonna pick one that you like, whether it's plumbing, electric, drywall, framing, HVAC. HVAC is a good one. Me and my partner Paul Goodspeed, we always go back and forth about that because HVAC is one of them trades where they teach you HVAC, they teach you electric and plumbing. So you
Right.
would get a bit of everything in it. So you'll learn a lot.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So when it comes to you guys university or whatever, what type of trades do you guys offer for anybody that be interested in getting into it?
So we do. I say it like this, just to break it down. I do non-certificate non-certification trades, which meaning you don't have to go to school for 4, 5 years to pick up what
Man,
I'm gonna teach you. Uh, you can come in and do a beginner class on flooring. I can teach you how to do flooring in 3 days. And then
that's
you
what's
off
up.
to the races. You can go make money now.
That's what's
Drywalling
up.
is the same thing. You want them type of trades because right now, this generation, I think their attention span is kind of short. So you got to
Right,
meet them where they at.
man. That's right. That's right. So when you say that the trades, that you guys offer, you can learn in 3 days. Do you advise a person going straight out there and trying to make money, or do you advise a person maybe working for a while just to get the business of it and then jumping out?
It depends on the individual because when we talking about people that's in their 30s and 40s, I believe that their business sense is kind of there. They just need to comb it out. Younger generation, I don't take anything away from them because I think they probably the smartest generation that we have. Uh, their business sense is on a whole nother level. They just need guidance to go. So once you get it, you test it out in your own house, your mama house, your cousin house, whatever. And then man, you just can't be you can't be scared to jump out there and make it happen for yourself. Get you a mentor. You know, you get
Right.
you a mentor and listen, you jump out there and you try to make something happen for yourself, and then you make them phone calls.
So with looking at the non-trade, I mean non-certificate type of trades, which ones do you think is the most lucrative if somebody was to go from like zero and trying to make, big money, become a millionaire or whatever the case may be?
Flooring.
Flooring?
Flooring. Go into the flooring trade. We got numbers to prove that we have had contracts over and over again where we done made $4,000 in one day.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
I'm telling
beautiful.
you, flooring is where it's at, man. Everybody's getting away from like a lot of carpet, but flooring is where it's at.
And you said you could learn that in a few days.
Man, you can learn that in a few days. You take on a little bit of spot, little spot like a hallway or a bathroom. You know, you still gotta do it and
Right.
comb, strengthen up on your trade. You know, it's not like you're gonna do it overnight. I'm not saying that, and I don't want anybody to ever get that. You're not gonna do it overnight, but if you got the confidence in yourself that you keep trying and you keep taking on little jobs after little jobs, man, you're gonna get better and better, and then you're gonna go.
All right, so say for the younger guys, for the people that's younger that's watching, and they do want to get up under certain like people that's doing jobs and stuff, where would they look to find them? Because a lot of people like my age or whatever,
Mhm.
we don't know where to go to get into the contracting jobs. You know what I mean?
Like I
So
said
like
before, go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, yeah. I was just saying, like, when it comes to trying to find them, you know what I mean? Like, where would we find them?
Man,
As a young person, like
man,
18,
you
19,
look.
20.
Like open your eyes and look. Like I say, get you a mentor. Mentorship is big because you get a mentor, even though that individual may not be doing what you trying to do, they might
Right.
have a lot of resources to point you in the right direction. But if you see people out here in these vans, man, you can go to Home Depot and just talk to people. So, man, let me tell you something, man. Let me, and it's real. And this just so I just seen this stuff happen like over the probably the last year or so. Man, you see people up at Home Depot standing outside who don't speak damn near no English, and
Right.
they telling you they at work, and they just standing out there. See, that's the hustle and the mind frame that people need
That's right.
because I don't know if it's a American thing that we just so comfortable and we think that people supposed to give you something. Man, these other cats that I see, they foreigners and they come in, man, they are standing in the front of Home Depot.
man,
Look, it be them, it be their girlfriend, and they just and saying we will work. That's
man.
it.
That's what's up. Do you think
Yeah.
like when it comes to even the black community, because this is what this page is about, is building up group economics. So this is the whole purpose of the Jeremiah Foundation, is building up the black community and making
Mhm.
us stronger as a community. Do you
Right.
think that the overall worth ethic of the of the black people has just dropped? Do you think that that's the main reason that we in or where we in, or how do you feel that especially being in with the space that you in, what would be the best thing to get us out of this type of predicament economically?
I don't think that the work ethic of black people has dropped. I really don't. I think it's the lack of it's the lack of opportunity that's presented. And
Right.
I'm gonna put this on the back of my generation. I'm 43 years old, right? I think that the gap, it was left. So with
Mm,
we had when we was coming up, we had older guys that was around us talking to us and telling us what to do, take your little butt to school, stuff like that. We, after my generation, I think we just left and we stopped talking to the younger generation.
mm,
And over time, it left a gap there that now we like 2 to 3 generations behind. And so we don't have a lot in common with them.
right.
I think that's the problem, and that's what happened. The opportunity can be presented to anybody by just giving them a chance.
Right.
If I leave the door cracked for you, it's up to you to walk through it. You know, even if I don't even got the door open for you, you just need to keep knocking on the door. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you have to, because no one's not gonna. Did nobody give me nothing, you know.
That's
And if
right.
I don't have, if I don't have a lane for you, this is something that I done changed within myself as of like this year or last year. If I don't have a lane for you, I try to create the lane for you.
Mm, that's
You
beautiful.
know. Mm,
I think that's really was major in the black community too, because is that a lot of the younger generation, even when I was young, like a teenager and stuff like that, we didn't see nothing else but the negativity. You know what I mean? So
mhm,
like I think it's imperative that people that's in these type of entrepreneurial spaces to get back into the streets and get to where it's visible. You know what I mean? Because I know
mhm,
like we might be on these Facebook platforms and things of that nature, but the kids don't really know it. Like I
mhm,
just posted up a thing yesterday about that 74. You have a 74% chance of being a millionaire with a trade, being an entrepreneur in a trade, and you only got 1% chance of being a millionaire in entertainment, sports,
mhm.
and things of that nature. So it's like all black kids is focused on that 1%, but they not looking like, wait, it's a way bigger light with the 74% and the entrepreneur self, the self entrepreneurship. Like
Mhm.
so I'm saying like what you saying, man, and what y'all doing. I'm like, man, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's what the young generation is missing.
Yeah, yeah. The mentorship, man, it's big, man. When we was coming up, I didn't even know anything about mentors. You know what I'm saying? But I had a lot of them around, as I think now. A lot of them cats that I was out there with, they was older than me, and they was showing me a way. Probably wasn't the right way or the positive way, but they was showing me a way, and they also was talking to me. You
Right.
know, and I tell people of my age and older, we can't stop talking to them. Like, even though we don't understand a lot, you have to try to bridge that gap with them. You know, it's just imperative that we do it, because we used to have a saying back in the day. I believe the children are our future.
Okay.
You
That's
don't
right.
hear that anymore. You don't hear it no
Nah.
more. You don't hear that chanting no more. So what are people telling these young? Like I say, you just got to create a way for them, man. Like, I done talked to so many kids and young adults and ask them what they want to be or what they want to do, and they tell
Hmm.
me they don't know.
Wow.
Like, and that's a sad thing. I even had my son tell me, you know what I mean, before, like, he just didn't know. I'm like, man, you ain't got nothing you want to do, like nothing.
Wow.
So that's something that I always tell people, like, man, listen, don't say that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, you better look around and see something like, hey, you want to work on cars, you want to own that grocery store over there, that corner store or something. It's something you want to do, and we got to catch them young.
So I want to also speak on finding the right group. When
Okay.
you was on your journey, how did you link up with brothers like Lawrence and Paul and things of that nature to find a positive group? You know what I mean? To actually build with what you guys are building.
Mhm. I'm gonna tell them one thing. I'm gonna tell them one of the worst piece of information. that people gave us. The worst advice that people
Mhm.
growing up in the urban neighborhoods that's been given. When someone tells you no new friends, that's the worst. That is the worst. Look, I held on to that for a long time. You have to make new friends to get into new doors.
That's right.
All right. So your friend that you've been running with and y'all been doing the same thing since you was kids or whatever may not be going in the same direction that you are. You can't have a blind leading blind. So what you gotta do is you gotta get out here and talk to people. Like I talk to everybody. And my partner Paul get on me. He said, "Man, we can't go nowhere without just in and out. You always talking to somebody." I said, I said, yeah, because one thing he also would tell you is by me talking to somebody, I done talked up on contracts and work that we wasn't even in, but then we
Mm,
got in just because I got that information, you
that's
know.
deep.
So yeah, I got a young guy that works with me now, by the name of James. Uh, he always used to say he don't like people. Man, he don't like people. I don't like people. But he's in a situation now, in a position where he done been with me over a year and a half now. Now he's a field manager, and he
Mm,
has to talk to people, and he has been talking to people. And so
that's good.
if he say something like, "Man, I don't like people," I say, "How you do that when you running a whole crew over there?" You know, like words are powerful. You know, it's
Right.
like stop saying that. We don't do negativity, man. And one thing that I tell people, like, we know the problem, but we all got to be solution based.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. I think what you said hit the nail on the head because we don't want to move into new spaces. You know, with
Hmm.
meeting people. You know what I mean? We cut everybody off. You know what I mean? And that's I think that's what kill us too because the surroundings that we at, man, it's like it's hard to find good people around. But in truth, like you said, if you leave the hood and actually talk to people, man, it's a lot of net worth and network. Like you know what I mean,
Yeah,
man, and
that's
that's
it.
deep. That's deep what you said because that's been one of my biggest hindrances. Just always talking and linking with different new people. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's powerful, especially what you said, what you're doing, and even the group. So I wanted to talk on the basically the group that you brothers that formed. You know what I mean? Or
Mhm.
how is that going? Like how did y'all even come together on that?
So we came together on that our investment group just by when I got there, they had already formed it. They was already looking for members and things, but it just broke down. Even when I got there and we got going, we went strong for a while and it kind of broke down. And when I say it broke down, I say the business aspect broke down, but the relationships never wavered. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So even though we wasn't collectively making moves together, we was alley hooping moves to each other. Like, you know what we do? Lawrence, he has a carpet cleaning service called Priority Carpet Cleaning, and
Right,
Paul at that time he was working, uh, but he also had his own business called Priority Services. So, and then we had George Steele, which he had a concrete business. So we was bouncing jobs off each other. They knew I did electric. They tossed me the electric. I knew they did concrete. I come across a job. Never tell nobody no when you in this business. Like, oh, I don't do that. No, we do everything. Because one thing about that you
hold
have to
on.
have though, you got to have that hustle. So
Right,
and then that's how they form.
okay. So basically like moving forward, what is the overall vision of Rockstone University? Where are you
Mm.
guys trying to go in the next like 5 years? What's the overall vision?
So my overall vision is like Pinky in the Brain, man. They say take over the world. That's my overall vision, like just rockstone everything. So, but Rockstone University to me is I really want to take it back to the grassroots of like the Black Panther Party did. You know, when they
Okay.
had like free lunches, free breakfast, uh different they had the clinics going and things like that. Basically built by us for us, you
Right.
know, and just bring it into the new era. You know, I'm still have an idea in my head where I'm trying to build. I ain't gonna say try. I am gonna build uh the Black Wall Street in Cincinnati.
That's what's up, man. I'm so happy you said that, man. That's been a vision that I had even with starting this podcast. That's why I like interviewing brothers that's doing this because I think we got the pieces to do it. Where would you want to start that with? Like, I know that it was a big thing that happened in Lincoln Heights, but do you think that that would be a ideal space, or where you think that we can go as a race and create this new Black Wall Street?
Man, Lincoln Heights already got a rich history. You know what I mean? Man, you look back at Lincoln Heights history, like they was the first blacks everything up there. You know what I'm saying? So shit, they got it. They just need to tap into their ancestor mind frame and
Right.
they gonna bring it all the way back. I think that to create this Black Wall Street in this age, I I'm gonna say it like this to be honest with you. To create a Black Wall Street in this age, in this time, you can't segregate anybody because of the powers that be, who's in the office and what kind of funding can you get. You're gonna have to get it.
Right.
uh I'm not saying bow down to somebody, because I bow down to nobody, you know. Without the funding behind you, it's gonna be hard for you to execute. But it's not saying you cannot execute, because there's ways to execute a plan without having the money in hand, you know, having the liquid. There's ways to do it. It's gonna take it's gonna take a village, man. It's gonna take all of us. If you ever listen to Claude Anderson,
Oh man, that's my guy. That's
that's my
he the
guy.
one that inspired me to even do this that
Mhm.
I'm doing, like the whole Paranomics book. That's what really got me doing this podcast.
And you see what he say you need, you know what I'm saying? You need the media, which look what you doing. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's something that you need, and then he break down all the pieces that you need, from the banks to buying politicians and things of that nature. That's why I say it's gonna take a real witty individual to put all the pieces together and make it run. Yeah.
Oh man. So basically, like, so from the movement of the Rockstar University and the vision of it, do you think in the next 5 years that we can be able to get more trades involved to where we can get certified?
Mhm.
Like, say for instance, people that maybe they like, hey, we want to get into plumbing and electrician, because I know me coming from the union, I didn't have the fair and equal advantage as the other
Mhm.
people that was in the union. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be fair if blacks had their own trade school to be able to.
Mm.
So do you see that Rockstone University can work to get to that level?
For sure. For sure, man. You know what I mean? All we got to do is plan and execute, that's what we doing now. Uh, See, by me being in the trades for so long, I have a different perspective on the trade. And it's just like I have a different perspective on anybody who got information and knowledge. Whether I can teach you how to do electric, right? Whether you
Right,
go to somebody's school or not and get what they say, quote unquote, their certificate or their certification, you can't take what I know because I don't have the piece of paper that you want me to have. You
right.
know, if I grew up around my grandfather and he was building houses all his life, and I got the same skills he got, I just didn't go to a school. But then another individual who went to a school got the certificate. Do that makes him a better tradesman than me?
Right. That's, yeah.
You know, he only
Yeah,
got 4 or 5 years in it, and he just got a certificate, and they saying he's a journeyman or a licensed this. I got
yeah.
a whole lifetime of knowledge
Right,
from generations, and you telling me just because I didn't go to the school and get that paper that he's a better tradesman than me? I don't believe that. I don't
right,
believe that.
right. And that's what I want us to see too, man, because in truth that's what we took the space over in, you know what I mean, like in back in the 40s and 50s and stuff like that. We didn't really have all those type of certificates, but we ran the space, and that's why the
Mm-hmm.
unions even evolved to keep us out from getting the jobs. Like, hey, in
Mm-hmm.
order to do this you got to have this permit, or you got to have this type of
Mm-hmm.
this and that, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's why I was, looking into what you guys is doing, because not only can we learn it, you feel me, we can even get the stuff to say like, hey man, you can't even keep us out of the game no more.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's when I think that it'd be so beautiful, man, because they have been trying to keep us out of the game for so long with they
Mm-hmm.
type of rules. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah,
Eh,
man, that's why I like, like I said, I bigs up to what you're doing for the most part.
yeah. You got to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And by playing the game within this system, you got to know their rules, right? See,
Mhm.
Cincinnati, Ohio, in general, is a I'm gonna say a different place because I don't flipped houses in Cincinnati and I don't flipped houses in Florida. So in Florida, you can't touch anything on the house without a general contractor on
Mm,
it. In Ohio, you don't need a GC. You don't even need a license. All they require you to do is be to pull your permits and stuff. All they require you to do is have insurance bonded and workman's comp type deal. That's it.
oh, that's
You,
that's
you
what's
know,
up.
so when you know the game, we have contractors license because it just looks good. So I have a contractor's license, but anybody can go get a contractor's license. All right, all you gotta do is go in there with the proper insurance and then with the workman's comp and things of that nature. All right, you don't have to take no tests and nothing like that in the state Ohio. All right. So it's just all about knowing the game, man. You know what I mean? To do it safely, I do think that you need a mentor. You need to get up under somebody who done it and done it for a while.
Right, right. So basically, like, and moving forward, so we know that, like, for anybody that is getting through the Rockstone University and going through the course or the case may be, do you think that you guys can set the people up for like mentors, like people they can work up under? You know what I mean? Like, because I
Yes.
know it's a lot of people. They might, okay, I got the certificate now. What's my next move? You know what I mean?
So even with Rockstone University, when people come through us, we have a mentorship program. We're about to roll it out on a bigger scale next month. But even when you go through us, if you tell me, hey, I want to be an electrician, and you like, I really want to be an electrician, I'm gonna point you to where I went. Let's go. If that's what you want to do, let's get you in school to do that. Then, it's not like I'm telling them, nah, don't go do this. Don't nah. Listen, if you want that license and it's nothing wrong with getting it, let me point you in the right direction. Let me walk you through them doors. If you want to be a carpenter and you say, I really do like this, I want to be a journeyman. All right, let me take you over here and walk you through these doors because Rockstone University is going to serve as a resource center to us.
Right.
So anything that you want to do, you come in, you sit down with one of us. We're gonna team you up with a mentor, and then we're gonna already do half the work for you anyway with the resources. So we just vibing off what you tell us you basically want to do, and we're gonna help you get there.
Man, that sound like a blessing, man.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I think for real, anybody that's watching this, if anybody's looking to get anyone that's lost in life, I think this is the second chance that anybody can need, because in truth, like he said, you can't take away something that you was taught. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
So I think like for the listening audience and anybody out there that's listening to this, that at least just go through the course. If
Mm-hmm.
you ain't doing nothing else, you ain't got nothing else going on. You know what I mean? Just take the risk. The extra little money. People spend money on Jordans. People spend money
Mm-hmm.
on all type of things that you know is not going to profit them in the long run. But here it is. This is called an investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
in yourself. Yeah, invest in
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, and that's what we need to do. We need to start investing in self. You know what I mean? So I think
Mm-hmm.
investing in Rockstone University would be the opportune, thing for you to
Yes.
go to the next level. You know what I
And
mean?
and let me say this: we also have resources already of black-owned companies that's been sponsoring individuals to take our course. People call and say, "How can I donate? I want one of them scholarships. I want to put some money towards it." So we work in the back rooms to try to get more funding, so you can come through us and come for free. But until that happen on a massive level, you have to invest in yourself. We're gonna do everything that we can to help you do it, but you also got to put in some work, and sometimes you got to put in some finances with that as well.
Right. So, like I said, anybody that's looking to get into this course or anybody that's looking to actually get in contact with the brother, I'll put the link and the information in the
Hmm.
description box. And don't be shy to hit this brother up, man. He's been giving me great information in my entrepreneurial journey and stuff that I've been going on. I've been calling this brother and talking to him, and he
Hmm.
even gave me advice. So anybody that's watching this, make sure you share this. Share it to any young guy that's lost out here in the streets, that's don't know what to do, that don't know what he want to do in life. Just give him that opportunity, because like I said, you have a 74% chance, or 74% of the Americans in that's millionaires came from self entrepreneurships and trades.
Hmm.
You get 74% chance. So you giving that brother that's in the streets selling drugs or out here doing anything crazy, you giving him an opportunity to feed his family and do something that's legal and moral. So make sure y'all share this with y'all people. And until then, if any other questions, make sure y'all hit this brother up. And I'm gonna let him do a little closing statement, and we go from there.
Okay, I want to. Rockstone University is powered by Ruffin and Good Speed General Contracting. Uh, if you got any questions, man, you can hit us up. You can find us on all the social media platforms. And I'm gonna plug out one. Hey, y'all better come and y'all gotta come and run the fan base, man. Run the fan base as fast as you can. I'm
Hey,
telling you so,
man, I'm telling you, he been putting in a lot of work on the media's
man.
game too. He posts
He
up every day. I said, "Wee."
Hey,
I
that
was
hey,
like,
you
"You put it in there."
persistence. Like he's letting you know, man, we here. And another reason why you well and go to fan base is because you have an opportunity to catch his wise early. So if you catch that trend when it first start, man, that's where you're gonna that's where you're gonna make your impact at, and that's where you're gonna really make a lot of money. Cause you're gonna find a niche, because it's not a lot of people over there just yet. But once it get flooded, then it's gonna be kind of hard to scramble through it. But yeah, man. So definitely jump on that now. And you can invest in it. So hey, you better.
All right. So, like I said, man, it was a pleasure having my brother on here, man.
Mhm.
And for real, we might have him come on later down the line, man, and give us an
Yes.
update of what's going on. And we're gonna even be interviewing a couple other brothers. Matter of fact, Lawrence said Thursday he's supposed to come on and interview him.
Yes. Very
So
deep brother. Very deep brother.
yeah. So man, it was a pleasure having you on here, man.
And I
And
appreciate
like I said, I thank you for everything that you're doing in the community.
you. Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that you're gonna impact so many young brothers' lives and sisters too. You're gonna
Oh
impact
yeah,
so
for
many
sure.
people's lives, man, and it's gonna change. It's gonna be a big difference in what we got going on here in the community. So, man, I
Yes,
thank
yes.
you.
Man, I thank you for having me, man. And we'll do something. Well, we gotta do something together in the near future. No,
Oh
you
yeah,
got to.
for sure, man. All right, until then, everybody, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share the video. And until next time, peace.